Our thesis is that we want to invest in infrastructure of psychedelics. We believe that in 2-3 years, we have Floodgate open with all the FDA approvals. It's the acceleration program. We are planning to invest in up to 10 companies. This year, we want to invest 150K in each of them. So we're trying to get the best teams who is really interesting to build in the space.
Welcome to the Evolving Minds podcast by Pink Elephant. Insightful conversations with the entrepreneurs, executives, and changemakers shaping the future of psychedelic therapy and progressive mental health. Meet the minds, changing the business of healing.
On today's episode, we dive deeper into the world of psychedelic business and venture capital with Natalia Fedulova of Pink Elephant. Discover how Pink Elephant is pioneering investment in psychedelic infrastructure by launching an accelerator program to support early-stage startups. We learn about the potential of these innovative therapies and how they may help build the future of psychedelic medicine. Okay, we're here with Natalia from Pink Elephant. Hello, Natalia. Good morning.
Hey, Jason. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning for you. Good night for me. Nice to speak with you. So why don't you introduce yourself to the listeners?
Sure. I am an investment director in Pink Elephant Fund. I am responsible for running the fund, and soon we're going to have the acceleration programs. I was working in venture capital for the last decade. Before that, I was working in investment banking for almost 10 years, did a career there, then moved to San Francisco, was working for 500 startups, was running the acceleration programs all around the world in Korea, India, Georgia, Russia, Peru, Miami, Arizona, San Francisco. Probably I forget something. So I have the experience with the acceleration programs for the seed pre-seed startups all around the world. And 1 year ago, I finally start working in psychedelics. So my personal passion for psychedelic space and my professional passion for working with the early stage startups collide. And I'm super happy to be here and explain more on what we're doing.
Okay, so Pink Elephant is a good match for your experience and your skill set and your passion. So yeah, that's great. Maybe give a quick summary of what is Pink Elephant. What are we focused on? Give a little Pink Elephant elevator pitch.
Sure. So Pink Elephant, it's two parts. One is fund who's investing in early stage startups, and another one is the builder who is building mostly around the Europe, all the businesses that supports psychedelics in progressive mental health. And we have State of Mind, our portfolio, one of the portfolio of the builder, but I'm most responsible for the fund. I'm running the fund. And our thesis is that we want to invest in infrastructure of psychedelics. And we want to invest into the companies who are going to be building into the space. And we believe that in 2-3 years, we have Floodgate open with all the FDA approvals, and we don't have enough education. We don't have enough tools for people for delivery for deliver the medicine to the people. So this is where we are trying to put our money and minds and resources to make sure in 3-4 years, whatever time is needed for early stage startups to build businesses, they are ready for new FDA approved.
Yeah, well, that timing seems right. So it's a quick summary. So Pink Elephant has the VC kind of investment fund side, and then a company builder with which you're launching an accelerator program soon.
Yes. So it's two parts that's supposed to we're gonna help each other because we have builder and we have some infrastructure already with the marketing. They can help our portfolio companies in the fund.
Yeah. So it seems Pink Elephant's building a pretty nice ecosystem that could interconnect and help each other all the way through. I guess full disclosure is that I work for States of Mind, one of the portfolio companies of Pink Elephant. And in terms of the timing, that actually does seem to coincide. I mean, I've been in the psychedelic space for almost 6 years now, and it's, it goes in waves. We had a big boom, and then a little bit of a consolidation. Companies dropped off, waiting for FDA approval for things to actually go a bit more mainstream and for the industry to scale. But it does seem like the timing is right. The 3 to 5 years it would take for startups to get off the ground and running does seem to coincide with, we are actually now at the final stages of FDA approval. We have several trials in phase 3. So it does seem like the timing is right, because we've been speaking about it in this industry for years. We need the infrastructure. We need to build the infrastructure. But it was a little bit too early 4 or 5 years ago to start building this out. There wasn't the business for it. So it does seem like the time now is the time to build the infrastructure.
Yeah, and we have like Compass is probably going to be the big one this year, hopefully. And if we have like this big market signal, we believe that investors also going to be like jumping into the space. That's why it's like timing to start the acceleration program right now, and by the end of this year to have like some kind of showcase of our cohort to like show the investors what can be built and have like get more traction and get more money into like ethically build businesses right now before we have whatever might bad things happened into the space.
Yeah. Once there will probably be another boom once the first FDA approval comes in, and it will probably be more measured. There was a crazy boom, with 60 companies on the stock market. 95% of them came and went right away. A lot of people lost money investing in these really early stage ones. So I think the next wave is going to be more responsible and a bit more mature.
Yeah, we hope so, that we like learning on our mistakes. And I'm coming from the finance, from the investment banking, and I always like keep talking to people who invest in the healthcare, but never invest in like specifically in the psychedelics, or maybe not specifically into some frontier things. So they are interested, but they are waiting for like some big signals. So the Abbey buying Gilgamesh was one of them. If we have like Compass approval, it's going to be the huge one, and we have like more money. So now it's private capital, and like the next steps is going to be the big names who might invest in something like that.
Yeah. They're coming in slowly. Big institutional funds are slowly been buying up MindMed and Compass and Atai bit by bit in the background. So they're waiting to come in a bigger way soon. Okay, so now that we've explained what Pink Elephant is, maybe explain a little bit about the accelerator program, which is the upcoming news.
Sure. So it's the acceleration program. We are planning to invest in up to 10 companies this year. We want to invest 150K in each of them at the beginning of the program. And we won't have like 6 or 7 months of the actual acceleration, the programming. It's a little bit longer than it's in the usual like classical acceleration programs, but we want to take our time, because like it's first time it's building in the space, and space is very complex. So we don't want to rush it, and want to like learn slowly how to do it. So we're planning to start sometime around May and run the program till December or January, and have the demo day or showcase with all these companies in the cohort that's going to be showcasing to investors, to potential customers, to the world what they been able to build. It's for seed and pre-seed startups. So it's on the stage when you have first customers, or maybe you just have an idea, but also if you don't have customers yet, it's supposed to be like some kind of proof that you are the team for the task. So if you have experience, if you have like some maybe promise of like early customers or you've been talking to like 100 different people and they told that this is the thing that needs to be done. So we're trying to like get the best teams who is really interesting to build in the space.
Hmm. Okay, so the goal is investing in 10 companies in the next year.
Yes.
Hmm. And not exclusively psychedelics. It could also be health tech or innovative health tech therapies.
Specifically for this acceleration program is supposed to be anything that helps with infrastructure. So if some companies is building infrastructure for something else, like some frontier mental health right now, and they are going to be ready to pivot into the psychedelics as soon as legislation allows, or like some geography opens, we're also open to invest in those companies too.
Okay, very good. So you said you're Europe focused, but not only.
The focus is like psychedelics and infrastructure for psychedelics. If we
Yes.
have like something that might be pivoted to that, because it's very complex. We have like different geographies, people who are building in the geographies that it's like not open yet, but they have the skills, they have the technology, they have everything. They just like waiting for like next steps, and it's moving pretty fast right now.
Geography is not completely location dependent, where you have some flexibility there.
We are open to like globally. We decided
Mm.
not to. We thought that we're going to be like open for like some geographies. We decided to open the application for everyone around because we have amazing things going on in Australia. We have like Europe, like Czech Republic. We have UK. We have Canada and US, obviously. And we one of the ideas of the acceleration program is to all these people to connect not only with our Pink Elephant resources, but also to each other and share what their findings. This is like being like working with acceleration programs for many years. I can see that this is probably even more important than the money that in the programs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you've seen a kind of synergy and a sharing of people in the program.
It's synergy, and people are becoming like founders. They're pivoting because they have like insights from the company who is working next to them. It's the long like lifetime friendships and the emotional support. It's like so many things at the same time, and they also have like accountability when you like meeting every week and you like reporting what's going on. You have like so many things. So it's like it's good to have community around who is also like doing something in the very like now it's like less stigmatized, but still it's like difficult to explain sometimes even like your relatives what exactly you're doing. And when you have like community around you who also understands the how mission driven and how you are passionate about it, this is a huge thing, and this also like boost for the business.
It does build a sense of community. Yeah. So you said a little bit about maybe a little bit more about the type of startups you're looking for.
Of course. So what we like actually mean by infrastructure, it's might be integration and support for people who did the experiences, and after that they need more help that now we have on the market. It helped to all the SaaS for therapists, all the infrastructure like coordination and infrastructure in terms of marketing, in terms of operations, maybe like some specific like finances, because we still have like problems with the marketing when we with the just word of psychedelics, people being banned on the like meta platforms, and it's like difficult to market it. This is also problems that some of the companies trying to solve. We're looking for different types of like directory or platforms to connect people in one place. We're looking for all types of education programs because we know that it's going to be a lot of therapists that we need to educate all the same time. We know that there is like people who going to be going into this like clinics, into this experiences, don't understand what it is. So it's like it's big huge market, and we also like trying to find someone who's willing to build it at scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are all important points. Yeah, well, once these therapies get approved, we're gonna see that there's gonna be needs on all those points. So yeah, I don't think we realize that these therapies have some needs as you prepare, as you come out of the therapy, um, uh, financing, payment, insurance, marketing. That's a very good point. There's all kinds of little mini ecosystems that are going to have to get filled in. So very interesting. So that's what you're looking for going in. How do you see the companies at the end of the program?
So we think success it would be because we giving them like 150 it's survival fee for them, like for founders to be able to just drop everything else and concentrate on the businesses they're building. So we hope that by the end of the program they're going to be build enough traction to raise another round. This is one of the outcomes. Another one is they be able to make some money for themselves. So if we have like one of those, this is the success of the program.
Wow.
And like we as a fund, or like also we like interesting for them like to leave and to move forward, and we're going to be like doing the follow-on rounds at the end of the program, but we cannot like promise that. It depends how it's gonna go. And of course like we're gonna bring all the investors that we know in the space, the people who's currently investing, people who are curious about investing in the space. It's like one of the benefits of the acceleration programs. It's to have this demo day when you don't need to like chase investors all around the world, booking the calls with them, like trying to make them take this call and then pitch. So we have all this like infrastructure inbuilt into the program. So they're going to be like preparing for the pitch. They're going to be explain how investors think about it. It's going to be the room full of investors, and they have like their actually one big event when they explain what exactly they're doing, and under the specific attention of like our team, going to be like delivered the pitch and hopefully get investment.
Okay, that's a nice offering. You give them the whole package. That's a complete program. Maybe quickly a little bit. I mean, I guess we assume if we work in this space, we know about the promise of psychedelics and maybe the ethical and like mission statement behind it. But it's possible there's potential founders out there that aren't directly in the space yet. So why psychedelic therapies? Why these innovative therapies? Like, what's the moral driver, the moral mission statement behind this?
Maybe I'm not going to be like answering directly a question, but like let me know. We have like two types of founders who is like want to work into the space. One of them is like clinicians who knew like exactly what psychedelics are, how they worked, and they understand the space, the complexity, the ethics, and like all around that. But they never actually done the business part before. So this is like one of our founders, like we can help in get mentors and explain them how to build it, how to scale it, how to do it like safely, how to do like all the finances stuff. And other part is people who actually then build the businesses. They get exits, they have their personal experience with psychedelics, and it helped them on the personal level. And now they're thinking like, okay, I want to like give back. I want to build something in like in the space, and they're trying to like get in, but because it's stigmatized, it's complex, it's a very like legally challenging. Some of them backed up. So my idea is to have like both of them in one cohort to like see each other and have the synergy between them. So this is probably, I would not explain person who never tried psychedelics, who's never been curious to psychedelics, and explain them and trying to sell them to go into the space. I will not, because it's like, it's too big of a risk, but people who knows and understands how much profound it can be and how big change it's going to bring. So this is our audience of the founders who we are really want to work with.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I think at the outer edge, there's people who maybe haven't experienced it themselves, but see the science, look at it objectively, realize that there's the potential is legitimate, and bring their other business experience into the space. Because I've interviewed a CEO, for example, Doug Drysdale of Cybin, and he's from mainstream biotech. Doesn't look like someone that went to an ayahuasca ceremony, but he just saw the science and brought his straight mainstream biotech experience to this, because he believed in the product based on the data. So there's all types of people that can come to this space.
I would love to have like more like that, and I would love to have like more researchers, so we can have actually like the hard conversation that this is actually works and this is the data.
Any other points you'd like to get across to potential founders? Anything else you want to get out there?
Yeah, there's like few things, because usually when you're thinking about the acceleration programs, you think that it's going to be like very heavy programming, and you will be like sitting on site and like learning some stuff that you probably already know. We designed this one on the completely different level. We want people, because we the program all around the world, it's fully remote. We might have just one retreat for all of us, one on site at the end of the year to meet each other. Maybe we'll have like then meeting with investors, and it's going to be tailored by specific needs, because we're looking for very different type of founders. We have the big amount of people in the industry who's willing to help, who already worked with the clinicians, who's worked with the big pharma, who's worked with the retreats, people who work with the legal, and they are all like showing big interest into the like contributing to this acceleration programs. So we are trying to find the specific people by the specific problem that founders are solving right now. We will have very light programming, just explaining like what it is, give people space to connect with each other, give people space to understand who our mentors are and what kind of benefits they can get from them, and just pick for themselves what kind of mentors they want to work with, what kind of problems that they want to solve. So it's going to be lighter than the usual acceleration programs, and it's going to be more tailored specifically by the businesses.
Okay. All right. So giving them space, but giving them support at the same time.
Yes. This is the thing. Maybe like one thing that's going to be mandatory for everyone is preparing for the pitch day, for the demo day. This is everyone gonna go through that. There's like no amount of practice that you can have to be ready by yourself. And like running a lot of programs all around the world, you like always doing like 2-3 weeks of preparation before the demo day. If you're doing it like 5th or like 10th time, you still need 2-3 weeks to prepare for the pitch.
Any other points to get out there?
I think that's it. I think it's I'm really looking forward to it, to like make it first time into like psychedelic space, something that I did like many times in the early stage tech startups. And it's gonna be fun and challenging, and really looking forward to like all the applications and all the founders who want to be involved.
Yeah, I'm excited as well, because I was working for a business focused publication at Microdose, and I saw that first wave. I saw the growth, and then I saw them all go away. So I'm very curious to see how this new the next wave is structured and what comes out of it, and to see a more solid next cohort of companies that are solving the gaps rather than the theoretical ones from 5 years ago. So all right, I look forward to it. Thank you, Natalia.
Thank you for having me.
All right, excellent.